Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we have a different kind of video, but one that might help you guys in getting all ATs. I will be showing you runs that I think are the easiest for you and explain the tricks behind doing them for ATs for all the White Series maps. And coming up first, we've got O1. And so for the first trick, what you want to do is simply press brake when you are above the water to air brake, and then on the landing you should want to stop steering and start steering when you land, so that you land in a nose slide. And then when coming up to the next water park, you want to try and get a good angle and then just stop steering when you're on the water. Very simple, just stop steering on water, it's pretty fast. Then in this uphill comes the biggest part, you need to not full steer. If you full steer, you will slide out, but if you try and keep it to about maximum 95% steering, you will not slide out. And in the ending here, you simply just want to press forward, get a good angle, press forward. Very simple. Alright then, and next up we've got O2, which funnily enough I needed a couple of tries to get in myself in my discovery, which you can also check out in the description below. But this map can be pretty tricky due to some awkward gears. But if you've got the correct lines, then gears shouldn't be a thing that you're gonna have to worry about. So for this one, the main focus is gonna be all about the lines and not so much about the tricks. So, to start off the run, you simply want to just avoid all the sand in the first couple of turns. Then comes the gear up out of this turn, which in order to get good, you just need to have your car straight and not steer. But the main focus is to try and avoid the airtime out of the downhill. Then after this turn comes a very important part of the track, where we want to be setting up early and go as far right as we possibly can to jump over the penalty sand. Then after the next turn we have another downhill, which we want to try and reduce as much airtime as we possibly can. And after this part, then do not worry about driving over those small penalty sand patches before the roads, as driving over those are the lines we want to take. Because this next exit, driving over the penalty sand, gives us a very good line to not get airtime in the downhill. And then to finish off the run, we want to try and aim around here so we can simply just jump over that small patch of sand and into the finish for a clean AT. Alright, and then next up on the list we have got O3, which is a grass track. When going through my discovery run on this map, I actually one-shot the AT, and there wasn't many tricks needed to get the auto time, just a clean lap. So yet again, the main focus for this track is gonna be to just have the right lines. In the white maps there's not much about tricks, but just having the lines correct. So then to start off the run, you just want to do a short steer to the left to make sure you set yourself up for this turn, where you want to try and take as much speed as possible out of the turn. Then set up your car to the right side of the road so you open up the turn to the left. And then in this downhill, just tap brake both times in the air to air brake. Then aim for the boosters and don't crash in the wall, and just jump to the finish for an easy AT medal. And for the penultimate map of the video, we have got O4, which is maybe the weirdest map to ever have in a campaign, and I have no understanding for why it's actually in the campaign. But nonetheless, I'm gonna show you how the very simple line actually for AT medal. And so all you want to do on this one is literally stay within these blue lines. That is all you need to do. I have so much faith that you can get this auto medal. It is so free. All you need to do is stay within those lines. You don't need to do anything else. From the start, just stay within those blue lines and you will have an easy auto time. And then for the final map, we have got O5, which honestly, it's a great track. I really like it for a white map. To compete for the best times, you need to push the limits so hard. But to get the auto time, you just need to know a couple of important things that I'm gonna show you here. It's not the most difficult thing in the world, but it might be a little bit difficult to get the auto time. So to start off, you just want to aim a little bit to the left, then full speed through this corner, getting as close to the corner as you possibly can to minimize airtime. Then comes the most important part. You need to drive over the entire booster block, which a lot of people struggling with this all the time miss out on. Don't drive on it from the side, drive on it from this side of the block to get the maximum amount of speed into the uphill. Then in the uphill, get as close as you can to the corner. I drove it very safe, but the closer you get to the wall, the better. Then out of this jump, do a very brief brake tap to air brake and get a clean landing onto the plastic below. Then into the next turn, if you can nose slide, then great, try and do that to preserve speed, but if you can't, then just making the corner is enough. Then comes the final part, the sausage downhill. It is enough to just drive on the right side and get a tiny jump as I did, but if you want to get some extra style points, you can avoid airtime by going as much right as you dare, and before the jump fully steer towards the middle, but as I said, this is not needed for the auto time. Then after that, you just cruise to the finish and you officially have completed the white maps. Congrats!